Yo vivo para, de alguna manera, dejar mi huella. Yo simplemente...
I'm Elvira Guzman. I'm an author, speaker, publicist, and talk show host. I've owned a publicity company for 10 years after starting my career working for Steve Harvey as a radio and television producer. I've worked on TV and films with celebrities like Halle Berry, Forrest Whitaker, Terrence J, Amber Rose, Mike Epps. I've done concerts for Ice Cube, The Game, Music Soul Child. I've worked on books for Shirley Strawberry, Troy Byer, and I've done philanthropy projects with Hollywood's heroes like Danny Trejo. Throughout my career, all of the projects I've done have had one common thread. They all help people find their way.
Hi guys, happy Tuesday. We are doing a live Facebook chat with Elvira Guzman. How do you describe yourself? Author for one.
Motivational speaker, entrepreneur.
I know you have more titles than that.
TV host.
Yeah, because she has her own show. And I remember you came on once and talked to me and said, I want to do my own show. And I've watched your pages on social media as you've built this, and you now have your own show.
Thank you, I do. And I was just telling them that thanks to you, I have practiced and I feel comfortable in front of the camera. Because remember,
not even thanks to me. Oh, we did practice a little
yeah,
bit,
we
right?
did. We did.
Right,
It made
right.
me feel so comfortable. So thank you.
Well, thanks, guys. We should actually get into your childhood because it's part of the story. Natalia from Pasadena, nice to see you. Okay, Elvira wrote a book, and I got to tell you, I brought your book home, and my hubby grabbed it, and I was so surprised to see it on the side of his bed, him reading your book.
Oh, that makes me feel so good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I messaged you about it. Look at the hubby reading your book. He didn't even know that it was your, Okay. Hey, Mark.
So I'm continuing my series on women who inspire me in 2013. And even though we've kind of worked together throughout the years, this is like the first time I've really had a conversation with her. She released a new book. It is called Your Blueprint. Miss Elvira Guzman, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So for people who aren't aware of you, I mean, you are like a PR guru. I mean, you have taken some names that maybe weren't so big and turned them into bigger names, but I've dealt with you probably almost my entire radio career through the publicity thing. And now you're an author and you're helping people not only figure out their PR and their brand, but also inspiring them along the way. So tell me about your blueprint and why you decided to write it.
Well, the honest reason why I decided to write it was because I'm just tired of being treated badly. Working in this industry 12 years, and I started as an intern, people would, poke their noses up at me because I didn't have the background that they had, or I didn't have the rank that they had. And, the people that did treat me well, I would have to walk alone. And that's what that experience brought to me. And I wanted to share it with the world because I feel that so many people feel that, oh, my parents need to help me, or my husband needs to help me, or my mentor needs to help me. No, you need to help yourself. That's the major point.
So how do you suggest people get started? I mean, because you've represented a variety of people and helped them develop their brand and then bring it to the world.
Yeah.
So what do you say to people on how to get started with their brand? I mean, it seems like everybody now can be their own brand with social media and other platforms, outside of traditional media. So what do you say to people about developing their brand? What's the blueprint?
Very simple. In my book, chapter 8 is From Your Pain is Your Purpose. That's where you find it.
And, I've been seeing so much stuff about you on social media, and you have, like, this energy, man. You bring this positive, great energy. And, I follow you on IG, and I believe I follow you on Twitter as well. And I remember you was telling me about your story. And, you're just a positive individual. And I like that what you do for people. I like that you help people find their purpose. And I don't even know where to start with you because you have so much of a story. I guess let's start with when you found out about, I guess your parents, being incarcerated for 5 years, and you found out that your sister that was 21, she had to basically raise you. Let's start from there. I think that was after your basketball practice, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I was a freshman in high school, and I got the news that my parents had been arrested. And it was an extreme shock to me because my parents had 2 businesses.
If you do what everybody else wants you to do, you're going to live a mediocre life. You're going to be a part of the 98%. You're going to win maybe about $100,000. If you're lucky, $200,000 a year. But if you do what God wants for you, the bucket is endless. And you can make as much money as you want because God knows that you're going to do the right thing.
Seems as if you're just dead set on making sure that you fulfill what you feel is your own mucho menos de su fe.
Todo puede cambiar con Diosito. Todo que ha tratado bien en mi vida es porque ayudando a otra persona. Todo. Everything good that has happened.
Now, Elvira, for the people that don't know, you're from Southern California, right?
Yes, I'm from Covina, California.
Oh, so Covina, California, Latina doing it, one of the best publicists. Can you give advice to anybody that's trying to really make it in this industry?
Yeah, I would say number 1 is to find someone you could shadow or someone who can mentor you. There's so much in the entertainment industry that's not in books and that people won't share. So if you really want to get to the top in this business, go and study under someone who's already made it so that they could teach you the way. Even if you already graduated from college and you have to go be an assistant or an intern, I'm telling you it's worth it. Once you gain the information that you need for your specific field, then start your business, then start your hustle. But until then, study.
Absolutely. And of course, I'm always big on interning too, just to get in. You know what I'm saying? Just to get your foot in the door. And I try to tell people, especially in this business, a lot of it is about politics, and they don't know that.
Exactly.
Yes. Always be nice, be kind. You never know. Now tell us what else is.
De las 9 de la mañana hasta las 2 de la tarde. ¿Y qué pueden encontrar ahí los estudiantes?
Van a haber más de 50 colegios y universidades que van a estar ahí y también van a haber seminarios durante el día y vamos a tener una presentación de becas. Great experiences. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. And so in high school, I got a 4.2 GPA. I also took college classes while I was in high school, so by the time I went to college, I already had units. So I was able to graduate, or I could graduate at USC within 3 years, but I decided to pick up another major because I could and I had the financial aid to help me to do that. So as soon as I graduated, I moved to New York to work, and I also work in entertainment. That's how I know these young ladies. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of this work for about 14 years. My faith in God, number 1. And education was my way out. So at that time, the only thing I knew was I need to get out of this. I need to find a way out because I didn't want to live like that. I remember waking up and the first thing I would think was, damn, I'm here again. And I didn't want to feel like that. And so at school, they would always tell us, because I went to a not so good school, and so they would tell us, education is the key out. And so I really took that to heart. And so I said, if this is the only way out. And she says this, when you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, never give up. For that is just the place and time when the tide will turn around. So I want you guys to always think about that. Never, never, never.
With this being Hispanic Heritage Month, we hear from an up-and-coming Latina. She was named by Latina Magazine among the Future 15 Latino entrepreneurs with a mission to empower one another. Meet publicist, author, public speaker, Elvira Guzman. Hi, nice to see you.
Hi, nice to see you too.
I got to show off your book, which I have thoroughly marked up here.
Thank you.
Growing up here in Los Angeles, did you think you would be with those all credentials that I just listed?
Absolutely not. I couldn't have imagined a life like this.
I remember reading
in about 11 years.
So I'm sure you know that over 100,000 people move to Hollywood every year to make it, and most go home. What tips would you give to people who are trying to make it so that they could not just stay here for 6 months or a year, but stay here as long as you have?
Well, what I would say is ask more of yourself than anybody could ever ask of you. That way you'll always be prepared. You know, there's a saying, to thine own self be true. And I think when you are true to yourself, then that's when the magic happens. You're right. I can only be me. I'm not good at being someone else, so I can be me. And if I live in me, then I can tell my truth. And then my truth actually comes across because I believe it. And if I believe it, then people believe it. So it becomes, and it is organic. And that's what's important for me is for Darren to...
Oh, because I have children, oh, whatever. What advice would you give them to actually take the leap and do it?
Stop putting up wall blocks. roadblocks for yourself, and making excuses to be elevated, making excuses to try things new. You know, you have to be reckless with your passion. Words of Nipsey Hussle. We were having a conversation today, and he was like, you have to be reckless in your passion.
And succeed. And it clarified a lot of stuff with, you know, the blueprint that God has for us and why we're here. So I had a purpose written down before I read the book. And after I read the book, I had to redefine some of the things that why I was here. But all in all, you know, her book was excellent, and it helped me re-clarify myself and kind of redefine what God had me here for. So then the second book that I read was How to Awaken and Stay Awake, which assists you in, once you find your purpose with God, how to keep your energy up and how to be, you know, 100% with Him and relaxed, and understand that you spend a lot of time and energy, you know, doing what you're supposed to do and maintaining your purpose. And that exhausts a lot of energy. So you have to be in good health. So if you haven't connected with Elvira, I suggest you do so. And I would say pick up her books. I did. And that was probably one of the best things I ever did. So thank you, Elvira. And God bless. And I appreciate your books. And have a great evening, everybody on LinkedIn.
Oh, is it the book that Raymond ordered? I remember. He got it. How did he get it?
Open it. Read it out loud.
Wait from the beginning. Okay. This book is dedicated to everyone who feels lost and wants to find their purpose. This book was created just for you, so you can begin to join your journey now. To Alyssa, hoping this book awakens you to become the you God intended.
You stick around, you'll know what they do. Elvira has worked with Steve Harvey. She wore several different hats working with Harvey. She's also rated number 15, maybe 10 now, as the Latin entrepreneur, number 1, 15 through 15. So there's a lot. You can just read about these people. They're very strong, and they fight for us outside of the ring. So what we're trying to do is something different in boxing, is include everybody, okay? So we can all fight together. And if we fight together, we'll what? Win. Yeah. So thanks for coming out.
Rob, tell me about this.
It's one of my favorite reads by Elvira Guzman.
Elvira.
Oh, collection. I was going to try to ruin it, but I didn't.
This is radio station. You guessed it. Archbishop Don Magic Wine. You inside the Archbishop Don Magic Wine radio show. Brought to you by yours truly, Snoop Dizzy. Radio rockin', Saturday night. Bishop is the DJ. You're feeling alright. The radio rockin', Saturday night. Bishop is the DJ. And you're feeling alright.
Here, it's called Your Blueprint.
Yes.
I mean, is this talking personally to the person that have the book, or is this your blueprint? Or?
Yes, absolutely. I'm teaching everybody who reads that book to create their own blueprint. So it's your blueprint that you're going to be creating once you read that book.
Okay, well, tell us something about it. I'm letting my viewers see it right here. Tell us about